Here's 2nd and 5.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. Check, check, check.
From the pistol, here's Elliott. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. 6 orange. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey. Ready.
They're going to look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Kirksey in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. It's caught by OBJ. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Mayfield looks to throw. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Here's Jamie Gillen as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
This quarterback now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here.
Delta, 53, check 53, go! You mine! Check, 53's mine! Check, 53's mine! That's what I do. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up, tighten up!
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
You better be afraid of me. 49, check 49, check 49. Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare. Go.
2nd and 10. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll set up to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 2nd down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. To come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Kings! 36, echo.
On 2nd and very short, Mayfield. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is back to a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Under 10.
Again, it's Elliott. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Exit. Here we go.
Looking to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 29-yard line.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
53. Here we go. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch the edge. Switch.
Second and 1. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The Browns take over first and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. Anthony Brown there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. From the 39, Mayfield. He finds Taylor, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check 9. Check 26. Check 26.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Let's go.
They go to Elliott again. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
Second and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Check it back, check it back.
66. Bullet high.
Second and 2. A dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Mike, 44. Go on. Check.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
At the 14-yard line.
Set. Ready. 15 lining, 15 lining.
Watch safety 3. Watch safety.
Wild, 64, weak. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Larry Ogunjobi able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Third down. Third and long.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Bravo. Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, we heavy on the edges. Go.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Let's go, baby. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. Great time there to come up with his longest run of the night. We just saw it.
Leads to a lot of satisfaction, because if they're able to hang on and win this game, you know what else will happen in the locker room after this?
What's that?
Head coach will step up and go, great job, guys. Because of that, come in a little bit later tomorrow.
A run for Nick Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. On the counter, Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Cooper again the target, but it'll be 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game.
On the set. 53's mine. Check 53's mine. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his routes so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, an absolutely thrilling finish there at the end, down to the final play. Got it close to the goal line, but couldn't punch it in.
How much fun was that ending, though, for us?
We were standing up.
I had to. You had to get out of your seat for that one. That close to the goal line? Oh, that was fun.
So for the Browns, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with